Good morning, goal getters. King Lang here. I'd like to talk about a few things quickly today. Um, first is I know a lot of people have been fortunate enough um, where your gyms have opened back up, and yeah, mine haven't. Um, been closed for 4 months, and I already knew even a couple months ago that as we get closer to the date, things would get worse, and ultimately my gyms ain't gonna open not even for a day, probably in 2020. And if your gym's still open, it will probably be shut down again. And yes, that is because our country has epically failed us. But that's a different conversation, a different post, and a different page. But I'd like to talk about a few things. You know what I mean? When you watch motivational videos or speaking, you hear a common theme, and one of the themes is, what are you doing when nobody's watching? What are you doing when you're all by yourself? It is hella easy to go to a gym and use the $1,000 of equipment, the hundred thousands of dollars of equipment. It is easy. So if you give yourself a pat on the back for simply going to the gym, this post might not be for you. Are you going to use that as an excuse to not work out? To not take care of your mind and your body? Yeah, it's harder, but it can be done. Anyone that says it can't, well, I was going to say we could have a conversation about it, but I really wouldn't want to have a conversation with you. So we'll skip that. But I want to touch on a few things that you can do if you don't want to fucking use excuses. If you're not a fucking coward, if you're not a fucking clown, you can put in work. There's so many things you can do. And I'm sorry I used those harsh words. That's not truly how I feel. I just don't like excuses. I don't like them. I don't like when people use them. I don't like how they use them. I don't like when they use them. There is literally nothing I like about excuses. That's all they are. Waste of air being used. You could be using that shit for pumping iron or running or jogging, backpedaling even. Shit, twiddling your fucking thumbs. But don't use the air for an excuse. So, I want to get back to the point here. I have used this opportunity, because that's what it is. It's an opportunity. So focus on areas that maybe you haven't progressed enough in. Maybe you have muscle imbalances that you can work on right now. Maybe you have overactive muscles that can be addressed right now with balance training, stability training. These are things that you can do at your house with practically nothing. Maybe you have a hip complex. Maybe your lower back arcs too much. Maybe your one shoulder elevates a little too much when you're doing certain exercises. Maybe your head goes forward. Maybe due to work and due to job and due to just pattern overload, you have developed some muscle imbalances. Let's take care of those problems. Let's address those issues, because this is a great opportunity to do so. Don't cheat yourself And do not, listen to me, you can work on your nutrition. You can, even start reading. You know, if you can't go to the gym, use that time to learn something. It doesn't have to be about fitness. Like when I say excuses, I mean, I'm talking about in all forms and in every walk of life. And I'm talking about, we all know the people that put in the work when everybody's there. We all know the people that, when there's a crowd around, they'll be the loudest one. They'll be in the front. It's like the fake churchgoers. When all the people are gathered around, they're dressed in their best. They're the loudest. Okay? But you'll never find them on the street by themselves preaching the word of the Lord. It's only for show. It's only because other people are around, and when they are completely by themselves, that is not who they are. We all know a lot of people like that. Do not be one of those people. Put in the work hard, dig deep. You're worth it. Your family's worth it. I mean, educate yourself. Take it to the next level. If you're not working on your fitness, like I said, there's so many things that you can start doing. I started running every day. I've never ran, ever. I hate running. But you have to use the tools that are available to you. Okay? Now, let's stick together. Let's get shit done. Let's not make excuses. You are the man that you are when nobody is around. If you want to know how people view you, if you want to know how some might see you, ask yourself, what am I doing when nobody's around? Because that's kind of what people think about. Work hard. Train hard. Train like a freak. King Ling, good day. God bless. Sorry the message got a little mixed up. But yeah, let's get after it. You know what I mean? PLF. Rare fucking breed. Go get you some. Good day.